What is going on, everyone? It is your boy Rob here, live from Lavender Town Towers. And guess what? Another PSA return. Are we going to get good stuff? I don't know. This is a 12 card return this time. Pretty excited about it, actually. Just got it in the post there now. The goals are, in the last video, if you've seen it, we got 14 out of 15 10s and 1 9. This is 12 cards. I think, to be honest, I would be happy with, let's just say 9 10s. You know what I mean? I think having realistic goals is always a good idea, and we're going to have to open them back to front. I didn't see him, but we're going to have to open them back to front. Let's get these out of their box here. So yeah, so these were sent again a long time ago. These were sent way back in February. These were right around the time when PSA announced their, get that out of the way, it's gone. PSA announced their hikes. And so, put them over this way. And so at the time, a lot of people stopped grading, including myself. I took a little break and I said, do you know what? We'll see how this shakes out. But I did send more cards after that, so there will be more cards to come. But let's get down, let's check out what we got here. First up is Burger Chew. The most graded card in Pokemon history right now. Caused scenes, caused craziness. Do you know what? I wasn't sure that this was time when I sent it in. I just had some there and I said, you know what? I'll send one in. I ripped them. Gem, mint, 10. There we go. Easy peasy. So there's a couple of reasons why this is the most graded card in a 10 and stuff like that. One of the big ones is that Japanese cards are easier to get a 10 in. They're not perfect themselves. They're not perfect, but they are easier. Okay, so this is Umbreon. We did one of these in the last video. It is a gem, mint, 10 again. It don't stop here at Lavender Town. You guys know how we do it. Let's see, we got an Espeon. Please be a 10. We want sequential. Gem, mint, 10. Nice. And you might notice me saying gem, mint, 10 very carefully. And that is because when I was doing TikTok videos, the auto caption was picking me up saying all sorts of crazy stuff. They were saying German time, you know, all this crazy bits. But anyway, so there's a sequential. I would love this to be a 10. These are hard, you know, these are promos. They're harder to get a 10 in, I think, just because they're a little bit rarer. It's a 10. Fantastic. Really happy with that guy. It's a great card as well. I know I say it a lot when I pull these cards, but it is a really good card. It's a really nice one. What have we got now? Charmander. This is a funny one. This will go, like, I'll just tell a little story here before I show this card. So, you know, I bought a job lot of probably 150, 200 cards, baby shinies, all that stuff. And out of that lot, this was the only one I considered to send in. So that'll kind of show you where you're at. It's a gem Nintendo. How's about that? Not German time, TikTok. Let's go. Oricorio. People are going to get annoyed with me with this because I don't think I sent these in sequentially. I have Desired from the UPC as well. And so if these get 10s and they're not sequential, it's a bit of a bummer. But sequential was not on my radar at the time. How does it do? It is a 10, baby. It is a 10. Flawless so far. Crazy. I have the eyes. I will say that. I could toot my own horn now. I feel pretty good. Yeah, this was just... Again, this is my thinking for this card was, you know, this isn't the most sought after Charizard in the world, but it's a Charizard. It's a Mega Charizard. And it was a nice, clean version. It is a Gem Mint 10. So again, I was right on my thinking. Easy peasy there. And this one, look, I think people are sleeping on this card still. I think this is one of those cards when you look at it in 5 to 10 years time, it's going to be a very high value Charizard card. Seriously, it's super cool. You've got the Japanese kanji there, really cool colors. It's an unusual card as well. It's a mint 9. No, we lost out. I wonder why that is, because that's perfect on the centering. I do believe this was measured. It could have been on, I'm looking at it now and I'm actually like, you know what, this could have actually been on the borderline there. Interesting. I must check the centering on that one again because it doesn't scream of off center to me. Cynthia's Garchamp, fantastic card. Destined Rivals. This is probably my favorite from the Destined Rivals set. I would say 10. Lovely. That was the main one I wanted in a 10. And to be honest with you, I might keep that for the PC. You know, lovely card. And as well, like, look, compared to the Charizard, I take that in a 10 over the Charizard. So, you know, you take the good with the bad. Yeah, the theme for this submission was promos. There was a lot of them coming in. And I think, again, black and white set that's getting kind of hard to get. We haven't seen any reprints. So you're looking at it and you're going, hey, how many of these are going to be around in the Gem Mint 10? I don't know, but there you go. There's another one. Gem Mint 10. Lovely. Looks great. Great card. Probably a little bit slept on currently. Everyone's kind of looking elsewhere. Another Lugia to add to the collection. Why not? We have the Rainbow. This one looked clean. It's a Mint 9. Okay, right. This was kind of a... With the gold cards, I find sometimes they're tricky. And I'm not exactly sure... There is not a mark of white on that. So I'm not exactly sure why it didn't 10. But with the gold, sometimes it can be surface. Sometimes with gold, you're looking at it and you're like, is this maybe a surface? And this same goes for this card here. These old school Vs, I find, can be surface-wise, just whatever way they were printed, maybe a little bit funky. But let's see, Mint 9. Okay, right, okay. We did pretty good there. We didn't do as good as the last submission. But we got 3 9s and the rest 10s. So pretty successful all around. And to be honest with you, I'm not a huge advocate of it, but I do think that those would probably do well on a resub. That being said, if you want to talk about value, the nicest and highest value of these are all quite low value. But they got 10s. Except for this Charizard, I think would have done well in the future. Oricorio here is nice to have in a 10 because it's a Shijikanda, right? So very nice. And that in a 10 is fantastic. It's always going to do well. Always going to do well. So yeah, there we have it, guys. What did you think? What's your favourites? Let me know in the comments below. I think really and truly, mine personally, obviously, is this fella. Or perhaps I am a bit of a sucker for the Snorlax. Again, Burger Shoe I'm tempted to keep just because people think with the Burger Shoe, they're like, this little dude is, everyone has him. He's graded so much. But I think something might happen with this. I'm just going to share my thoughts a little bit on what I think will happen with Burger Chew. A lot of people were saying, the price is going to fall to the bottom. No one's going to value them. They're never going to be high value. They're an overhyped card, blah, blah, blah. That is all true. They are overhyped, absolutely. But what I see happening actually with Burger Chew is it's a super good entry for people to get into slabs. And it's a Pikachu. And it has a story to it. So I actually think that maybe for people who want to buy their first slab, people who are just getting into the hobby, all that stuff, I think that the Burger Shoes are going to turn over well over time. And I think they already are starting to grow in price as well a little bit. I think I checked a while ago and they were literally 60 or 70 euro here. And I think now they're sitting around 90 to 100. I think they've crept up a little bit. I don't think they're going to get to the lofty heights of a Van Gogh or anything like that, but I think that just by virtue of maybe everyone kind of in the hobby getting into them, getting into graded cards, cheapest Pikachu, cool story. We kind of had that happen with Van Gogh as well, but I think Van Gogh will succeed for different reasons. It's iconic artwork with an iconic franchise mixed together. It just makes more sense. It's a full art card, looks nicer. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. So we did what we set out to do. So in PSA subs, in the last 2 subs that we've had back to back now, we are, let's see, what did we do? We did 25 cards? No, 27 cards. Was it? Something like that. 27, I think. And out of those, 23 were 10s, 4 9s. Very good success rate there. So need to look at those other ones. You know, there is a degree of subjectivity to grading. I need to see what they've seen. It could be somewhere in surface, could be somewhere in corners. I'll take a closer look. But yeah, overall, very happy with that submission. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I've been Rob. This has been Lavender Town. Over and out.